G'day guys and welcome. My name is Michael, I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Curse of Strahd, our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure, which features these wonderful and amazing Patreons who support my channel and help me grow and continue to create fabulous content for you guys, the people at home. Today we are, of course, continuing this adventure that we have started high in the towers of Ravenloft as our heroes battle against none other than Count Strahd. This is a heated battle, an intense battle, one that is filled with blood, will likely be filled with death, and hopefully some great and amazing tales to tell from here on in. But before we dive into that, let's of course meet the characters, meet the players, and hear about their thoughts about the the encounter to come, starting with none other than the mighty paladin Argento, played by the even mightier Charles from Iron Ghost Gaming. G'day, Charles. How you doing?
Hey, mate. How's it going?
Going splendidly, sir. Tell us a little bit about Argento and what's going through Argento's head at the moment.
A lot of books.
Indeed, that is true.
Life imitates art, as you can tell. I'm under a bookcase. So,
there you go.
yeah, no, Argento is just sort of frothing at the sight of somebody he hasn't seen in a very long time, somebody he wishes dead, somebody who is deeply connected to his oath as a paladin who, at this stage, it's him or I. One of the others got to go here as far as Argento's concerned, but we'll see how it all plays out. Maybe Esther can talk me off the ledge.
Spectacular. I love this, and hopefully we'll get to see what happens at the culmination of Argento facing off with one of his deadliest enemies. Also, really quick, to help you with this task, we have, of course, a group inspiration from our dear friend Liska. Thank you so much, Liska. So everyone starts locked and loaded with an inspiration point. So there you go. Next up on our big list here is none other than Ipsalus, our human ranger and horizon walker. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Tell us about yourself and the character to which you will be playing, sir.
Well, Ipsalus is a definitely pragmatic character who doesn't really understand what the hell is happening and hasn't since they stepped into the castle. Really, since they stepped into Barovia. Like, they're still just trying to get their bearings. Currently, I have decided that I am going to, even with the gauntlets of ogre might, I cannot get this bookcase off of Argento. Even with powerful magical artifacts, I am incapable of helping Argento.
That's because That's because you're supposed to lift with your knees, not with your wrists.
I'm just gonna slide the gauntlets on, on my legs. That's it. That's the way to do it. Yeah, absolutely. But we're gonna take this asshole down.
Hell yeah.
Do it.
Hell yeah. And also, this is Kyle from Play Nerd Allies. There he is. Look at his face. Next up, we have playing Vagag, apparently Tim.
Yeah, I'm on the lookout for my missing students, but I think they've died or been unrecoverable or brainwashed. And now I'm just going to go invisible and poke Strahd in the eye, because my theory is if we enrage him enough, he'll make a mistake.
Thanks, Samiro.
There we go.
You read my mind.
Okay, no worries. There we go. Is everyone right? Yeah, there we go. All right, playing the role of Vagag is none other than Neil. But I feel as though that was perfectly well done. So I mean, unless
I just have one more thing to add. I just got.
Yes, he is also a riddle, and that is what's going through his mind right now. But no. Next up, of course, newest member to our lovely traveling party is none other than Bray, played by the wonderful Marcus. G'day, Marcus. How you doing?
Very tired.
Yeah, it's been one of those weeks, hasn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Well, speaking of putting things to rest, tell us what Marcus intends to do about this wary foe that he's facing.
Well, considering that Strahd kind of killed his dad, and he knows something happened to his brother that's indirectly but still directly caused by Strahd, and now that his sister's safe, he's going to get revenge. Of course.
Perfect. Sounds like the perfect ending to any good Strahd campaign. My name is Bray. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
You stole my sister.
Australis Play says, add Dead as a Gamer, if the GM hasn't killed at least 75% of the player characters by the end of the adventure, are you really Ravenlofting? Well, look, I mean, honestly, I feel like I've killed Neil like at least 3 times in the start.
I count as 75% of the party.
Yeah, I feel like I've hit that with one player. All right, next up, joining us from my hometown, now back on golden soils, as it were, is none other than my dear friend Tim, playing the role of Demiro. Hi, Tim.
Hi, Michael.
I missed you.
Hi. Thanks.
Thanks. That's it. Jesus. Yeah, whatever, dude. Tell us who.
I was traveling and doing stuff. So,
that's true.
Yeah. I wasn't sitting around going, I wonder what Michael's doing right now whilst I go off and do adventure-y things.
Yeah, you could be like, I wonder what Michael's doing because I'm off on big adventures.
I did bring you back Swedish fish, though.
You did. Okay, fair enough. You're forgiven. All right, tell us about Demiro.
Demiro is a far traveler, seeking interesting things. He has a habit of talking to anything and everything. Getting into a bit of trouble here and there, but usually getting out of it as well. Mm-hmm. Tries to help people out if he can, whether that's help them to maybe an earlier grave or help them find whatever it is they're looking for. That could go either way. It's got a few thoughts about Strahd, but did not really expect that we would be battling him this soon, but it's not surprising.
Definitely. And last but certainly not least, playing the role of our changeling cleric Esther is none other than the wonderful McBluff, aka McKinley, aka Mac. Hi, Mac.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm here.
Excellent. Good. Present is always appreciated.
My voice is threatening to not be here, so I'm going to be a bit quieter.
Okay, that is okay. In which case, to tell you a little bit about Esther, I'm going to throw the ball over to Neil. Neil, tell us about Esther.
Esther is a changeling cleric who...
Yeah, go on. You've only been playing with her for like 43 episodes.
Yes. She's... I don't know. I'm sorry.
What does Vigog think of Esther?
Vigog thinks Esther's really cool. Like he's been traveling around since the beginning. He appreciates her company. You know, is really appreciative of her and stuff. As a person, I don't really remember anything about people's characters. I try to though.
Do you know what type of cleric she is?
She's the Graveborn cleric. Yeah.
Grave.
Yes, it was.
Cleric.
I didn't have to look at that just then, but yes. All right. Well, thank you very much for that. And ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, of course, we'd like to give a quick shout out and thank you to our sponsors, Hero Forge, for the wonderful artwork you see on stream, including, of course, this really cool, badass Strahd. Look at that. This is Monster Strahd I made. I'm very, very happy with it. Very proud of that one. Sirenscape for the wonderful tunes that you will hear throughout the course of today's session. And, of course, none other than Fantasy Grounds, our VTT of choice. We'd also like to take a moment to thank you guys for taking your time to come and play with us and hang with us today and join us behind the GM screen as you guys can influence the course of the game as we're playing. If you want to, you can earn channel points simply from watching the game and use them, much like our dear friend Liska did, in order to influence and help our party. Liska has sent us some group inspiration, which we have now given to the players, but we also have things like noteworthy NPCs, boss monsters, insight bonuses, divine intervention to force rerolls and the like. Lots of really, really cool stuff there. But if you also feel like donating to the stream, There are a number of rewards that you can use to help our players further. For $5, you can grant either myself or the players a point known as a Jinx point or a Hero point. These can be used to stave off death, petition the GM for stuff, or roll with advantage. For $10, you can grant a plot twist, where I draw from a deck of random cards to draw a plot twist. These plot twists will then be implemented immediately to the best of my abilities. For $20, you can grant someone the coveted Golden 20, which right now Demiro and Ipselis are sporting, which is a natural 20, because, why not have a natural 20? Yeah, there you go. Then, last but not least, for the grand prize of $50, you can grant a boss buff or a magic item. The boss buff will, of course, make things more difficult, and the magic item will make things easier, depending on what you would like to give to our lovely players. And lastly, we have our secret menu item. The secret menu item for today is a buff for none other than our dear friend Argento. I will not share much else beyond it, but it is a significant boost in power and abilities should we hit our secret menu item. But there you go. That's it. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, without any further ado, we return once again into the walls of Ravenloft. All right. As our heroes find themselves confronting none other than the master of Ravenloft itself, the infamous Count whose darkness has swept across Barovia for many years, whose mastery over the dread domain that stands before him is paralleled by none. It is here our heroes face the monumentally deadly Count Strahd. Here we go. Waiting for the music. It'll kick in. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. There it is. All right.
Harpsichord. Fancy.
So fancy. We have all of the chords. The left ones, the right ones, the harp ones. All right. For those of you who recall, it is not easy to anger those with power. It is not easy to hurt those whose hearts have long been stilled by the touch of undeath. But one such person has caused the fury and blood of the vampire within to surface. At the burning of Strahd's wife's portrait, an enraged and angered vampire has burst forth into the scene, ready to tear apart his quarry, none other than the wizard Vagag. After witnessing the atrocious, aberrant, and foul display in his own reading chambers, Strahd has set a goal of murdering our Goliath. After a swift and decisive fight, all seemed lost for Vagag, but thankfully our heroes jumped in and came to the aid of their friend, with Demiro casting a spell to transform Vagag into the body of a large gorilla, Argento bursting forth from a nearby room and battling Strahd with heavy, radiant weapon in hand, Ipselis leaping quickly across the room to lend aid as Argento and Vagag exchanged blows with the dreaded vampire, and Esther, having moved swiftly from the previous room, wherein which Strahd's very hate had begun to manifest and attack. Bray, having spoken with Demiro and with Reinhardt, our friend the gnome paladin. Irina, the lookalike for Strahd's wife, the person who both Bray and Reinhardt had come to save, needed to be taken to safety. Reinhardt offered to make sure that she got out, And with the aid of a new ally, none other than, what's his name? Charvis? What? No, it's not Charvis.
Oh, it was
Whatever his name was. That guy.
That guy. That one guy.
That
Yeah,
one guy.
He's great.
That one guy.
Cyrus.
Bellevue. Yes, Cyrus Bellevue. Cyrus Bellevue and Reinhardt are making their way out with the lovely Irina in tow as well. Leaving only Strahd and those he wishes to kill behind. Alright, we are now going to fly into initiative. New game, new initiative. So let us see what happens here. Alright, it looks like our initiative order is Ipselus, Argento, Strahd's Hate, then Strahd himself, Bray, Demiro, Esther, and then Vigog.
What?
Alright, Ipselus, you are currently stood over a toppled bookshelf, both hands clenched on the upper landing as you kind of try to pull and leave and heave this huge weight off of Argento, who had been buried by Strahd. It is your turn. What do you wish to do?
Okay, so, is it? I'm just gonna lean down to Vigog, or not Vigog, to Argento, just be like, what the hell is this made of? I cannot get this up. What is going on? And can I hold my action?
You may. Please let me know when you would like to insert it.
I want to hold my action to see whether or not Argento can get this bookshelf up. And if they can, I'll do something else. If not, I'll do the help action.
Very well. That is perfectly fine. And really quickly, guys, ladies and gentlemen, can we give a big shout out and welcome to G of D. G of D is our really good friend, Gem, who does a ton of awesome streams over on her channel and is, of course, a very prolific and wonderful role player in her own right. Very, very good friend of the channel. Welcome in. I hope that you're having a wonderful night. We're fighting Strahd. I feel like that's about as deep a recap as you need to have. Strahd is a vampire. Vigog burnt a picture of his wife. Strahd's pissed off. That is all. Good day. All right, Ipselus, we are going to put you after Argento. Argento, you are beneath.
All right.
You are beneath the bookshelf. What do you wish to do?
All right. Okay. Can I get the map?
Oh, yes, of course. Allow me to share the map with my lovely players. There you all are. Behold.
See what the rules are.
Hey, welcome in. Thank you so much, G, for the raid. What's up? How you all doing? Just real quick, welcome in, guys. My name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. I do tabletop role-playing games here. Welcome in. Please take a seat. Long story short, big vampire. Scary vampire. Vigog burned a picture of his wife. He's regretting that decision. Very much so. Strahd is currently ready to rip him a new one. And that is what's happening. Context given. And guys, from my channel again, as we were just saying, G of D, wonderful role player, amazing content creator. Please go check her out on all social medias. Thank you very much. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy. All right, Argento, from deep within the bookshelf, what do you do?
All right, so I'm going to use my level 2 spell, Misty Step.
Oh, very nice. Argento's body transforms itself into a roiling mist of silver particles. Where would you like to teleport to?
Basically, I just want to move right out from under and still sort of next to it. Just
nice. The bookshelf lands on the ground as you misty step your way and reform on your feet behind the large lounge.
Now,
I'm just going to let the bookcase fall. I'm just going to stop. I'm like, okay.
Very well. Now, I believe Misty Step is a bonus action.
Yes. So my first action, I will do lay of hands on myself.
All right.
And I have 70, so I'll restore all of my health.
Wow. All right. Restoring 70 hit points.
I think I'm only like 50 something, whatever it is.
You were 63, so you've restored all of your hit points.
So that's 53 I used, so I have some left.
Okay, so that means you'll have 10 hit points remaining for your damage. All right,
No,
all
so
right.
I have 70. I was only 53 hit points from my max.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, because I'm 116 now. And I was at 63. So that's...
Oh, no. So the way it works is because you've leveled up, the damage that you took is only the damage that you took. So it doesn't increase your max hit points or anything like that. So far, if you've healed 53 hit points, you've got 10 damage remaining on you. But that's fine. I mean, that's
confused about that mechanic. So I had 63 hit points left when we started. Whatever it was.
No. Oh, sorry. No, you didn't have 63 hit points left. You had 63 damage taken.
Yep.
Yeah.
We'll do that. We'll take all 63. Sorry.
You're going to take all 63? All right. Not a worry.
Yeah,
there we go.
I have 7 hit points left to give. So I'm fully up now. And then the next one I want to do is I want to cast for my second action. I'm going to cast another spell, which is my 4th level spell, Aura of Life.
Nice. All right.
Aura of Life is it allows everybody within 10 feet of me. If you fall to 0 hit points, if you're within 10 feet of me, you're automatically restored to 1 hit point on your next turn.
Oh, sweet.
All right. So as you lay out a command for your Aura of Life, you raise your symbol of the silver dragons up into the air, and this radiant light glows out from you. This is almost enough to like sort of rebuff Strahd for a moment as the blinding light filled with life energy kind of fills this room. But that does bring us to the end of your turn. Ipselis, you drop the bookshelf. Argento no longer needing you to help pull it off him. What do you want to do?
I mean, every time I try to help, it's useless. But I do believe that I have something that might, in fact, be useful in this situation. Argento, you like shiny things, yes?
Yes, I do.
I think, then, that you should be a shiny thing. And I am going to just boop Argento on the nose while I cast Daylight on him. So now daylight extends from you in a 60-foot radius sphere.
How much shine is this man gonna get? He already had the sun from the drug.
I'm sparkly.
It's like, oh God, so much.
It's like handsome Squidward all over again.
I'm like a slow-mo.
Absolutely.
You guys are all looking at me like, why the hell are you moving so slow?
Okay.
And I am going to take. I'm just gonna take a moment to sort of like step away from Strahd real quick, and I'm like, listen, I feel like I've learned lessons from our combat before, and I'm gonna let you go in first. I think you should take the lead on this one, Argento, but I will be here to back you up.
All right. As Argento begins to glow with bright daylight, Strahd is dazzled by the illumination. However, his skin does not react in the same way as it would to sunlight. It does not burn or cause him any agony. However, he is definitely paying attention to the bright and shiny beacon of light and life. We now go to the next room, wherein which an embodiment of Strahd's pure hate. Is that door broken? Did we break that door, Esther?
I think she broke it.
You broke that door. All right. Yeah, he's gonna.
Yeah, I'm in the doorway, I think, right?
You are. It can't come in. But it is definitely going to move its way up towards Esther, and as this happens, you can see this kind of rush of wind that kind of almost takes the form of these strange fog-like bats that then just start to surround Esther and bite and claw and snap at her.
Ooh.
All right. As they do so, Esther, you take only 6 points of damage. Not bad. As this thing is just sort of attacking you from all angles. Strahd's hatred focused and just violent.
Will the bats, even if they aren't biting, will they stay around for just a second if that's okay?
Yeah, totally. It's just kind of the thing about Strahd's hatred is it takes whatever form it kind of feels like. It's kind of invisible. It's kind of like fog. It's both there and not there at the same time. Very esoteric.
Good.
All right. Next up is Strahd himself. But before we go to Strahd, really quickly, I noticed in chat is none other than our dear friends from Split the Party. I'm going to give Split the Party a quick shout out here and let you guys know that if you guys want to check them out, please go follow their channel because I will be there tomorrow morning playing some Red Dragon Inn. So yeah, go check these guys out. Yay, big love. Nice. All right. Now, Strahd's turn. I always worry about this. Okay. Strahd is going to turn his attention to Vagag. As Vagag is still his threat. You come into my house, and you abomination. You burned her, and I will burn you. I will return to you suffering in kind. All right. He strikes with his unarmed attack, dealing 26 points of damage. As he does so, moves into a grapple. As you are grappled, Vagag, you watch as he doesn't pull himself up. His feet simply reject and rebuke the very ground it stands on. As his cape spreads out to these large and leather wings. He opens his jaws, which distend and extend outwards, revealing almost like just this maw of teeth.
Oh no.
That digs into your neck. Alright, that is a further 19 points of damage. Now, for this particular one, because where we discussed this previously, Vagag, you are going to lose maximum hit points based off the gorilla. So the way I'm going to rule this is that you're going to lose the temporary hit points from the gorilla equal to the blood drain action. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so the way the blood drain works, if I am not mistaken, is the target hit point maximum is reduced by an amount equal to the necrotic damage, which in this particular case is 9. So you lose a further 9 hit points. As
okay, so I'll put
Yep, as the gorilla basically is just draining of color.
About that, I think you're in 10 feet. Charles? I didn't know if you had a different version of the spell, but I think Aura of Life is actually 30 feet, and you can't have your hit point maximum reduced. Or do you have a different version? I'm just going off the cleric one. I don't know if it's different for paladin.
Oh, let's find out. Actually, that's a good point. If your hit point maximum can't be reduced, then you might be able to resist that.
Also, Charles, you're muted.
Aura of Life, life-preserving energy, yada yada. Each non-hit creature has resistant necrotic damage. Oh, you have resistant to necrotic damage as well. So you'd actually take half of that.
Yes.
And in addition,
you can reduce maximum hit points.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so you don't lose maximum hit points.
This is why I always need 2 divine casters in the party just to double check.
All right, no, that's really good. That's really good. Life-preserving to spell each non-hostile creature. All right, cool. Okay, so what would also happen here is instead of taking 9 damage from having your hit points lowered, you instead actually only take 4 points of damage from the necrotic damage from getting bitten on the neck. So there you go. So yeah, actually, there you go.
So back up to 21, and then the 9, the 20. What was the damage from that one? 26. So I'd take 13 instead.
Yes. That is correct.
Okay, so 21.
Oh, actually, no, you take 15. 15.
Okay, so then
Yep.
I'll add.
All right.
15.
So yes, he tries to drink the blood out of you, but as he does so, suddenly you hear this ah! He spits out the blood as you see that his lips have been seared and burnt. He was unable to drain your life. He then looks at Argenta, realizing that you are the source of the of this malady that he is currently facing. He is then going to use his legendary actions.
Oh god.
All right.
This is a quick side note. We ended on him using all his legendary actions last time.
Yes, but legendary actions restore at the end of each round.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
no,
so we would have ended
He's
with
had
it
a-
and then
he's had a
started with
double
it.
turn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true, that's true.
Because he just took off half of Vagag's health, and then we ended.
That is true,
Yeah.
that is true. It's unfortunate. But that's okay, because I'm going to use something that I hadn't used before, and he is going to instead say, "You cling to the light and you think it's your strength. I beg to differ. Where there is light, there is always darkness!"
Oh,
Oh no.
I think he literally means darkness.
Darkness, darkness. Alright, let's see. Who's got a crap charisma? I'm gonna go with you, Vagag.
No!
How did you know?
I mean, you did burn the picture. You
Yeah,
burned
did
the
burn
I know.
Alright.
Yeah!
Were you cheering because you got a nat 1 on your saving throw?
Oh wait.
I thought that was
You fool!
Damn. Damn.
Can I use my group inspiration? My
You can use your inspiration. Alright, let's try it again.
Yeah.
Let's see if that helps. That does not help. It doesn't crit fail, but it does not help. Alright. Now, here is what happens. Strahd leaves your body and heads down to your feet. And you watch as he digs deep into the ground with both of his hands. His muscles swell and his claws grow long and dig into the very tiles on the ground. He then rips upwards and you hear the sound of like fabric tearing. As he pulls, he rips Vagag's shadow from underneath him. You watch as this giant gorilla shadow rides in his hands, and he simply says, "Obey!" And the shadow takes form. Alright.
Oh no.
A new additive to the encounter is, of course, the shadow.
It's the same amount of HP, right? Because the shadow is my shadow, so it took that much damage.
No, it's a separate creature.
Ah!
So it's actually
No.
a shadow.
Yes. Yeah, it's actually a
Okay.
shadow, yeah.
Okay, I was like, hey, it's got 30.
Also, you would be cursed without your shadow, so there's also that too.
No.
There you go. Thank you. Alright. But it is now the shadow's turn. Mostly because I don't want to use all my legendary actions and murder Vagag. Now,
Let the shadow do it for him.
the shadow is going to go after Argento.
Oh gosh.
Which makes sense, because he's like,
Yeah.
do a thing. Ooh, actually, hold on. Sunlight
The
weakness.
shadow must be hating not having no shadows to hide in front of her.
Well, actually, it's got plenty, because Argento is so bright, he is actually casting very long and very wide shadows all over the room.
You're mean. to
I
me.
know. It is going to try and touch you. It does not. I'm going to use a Jinx point, because I have these, and I'm going to use them. Jinx point! Roll with advantage when you can hit the paladin. Jinx point. Yeah, there we go. All right.
36 points well dug. They're a gift from Mally. She's not here today.
Yeah, that's true. We love Mally. All right. Okay, what's that? Oh, you failed your concentration check for your aura of life. So as the shadow, you can. By the way, you can, if you would like to, re-roll that if you because you've still got your inspiration.
Yeah, definitely re-roll that.
Okay. Just roll a d20 on that one. Bluesy Home Invaders.
Yeah.
All right, you will maintain your aura of life.
Nice.
All right, yep, you do maintain it. However, as it is a shadow, this shadow, as it touches you, Is that just automatic? Okay, so hold on.
Mm.
First of all, you only take 5 points of damage. Secondly, there is no save for that. That's mad. Okay. You take 4 points. Oh, sorry. You take 1d4 points of strength damage.
Oh no.
Which is 4 strength damage on Vigag. Oh, sorry,
I've always
Argento.
done that.
Oh, I was like,
Now
oh no.
Damn it.
All right. There we go. Hopefully that'll work. All right. Boom. There it is. Okay, so yeah, it has started to try and envelop and wrap around Argento and combat the light. But Argento, you kind of trying to beat it off with part of your hand. You're using the light to kind of scare it off and move it to different places. But this thing is like liquid. It's moving like ink around you. This thing is definitely putting up a fight. But that is all it does, as we then return to Bray. Now, Bray, you are still in the kind of crawl space behind the fireplace. You can see that Reinhardt has left, and Demiro still stands beside you. There are small slits that you can see where there was a portrait once, and you can also see that there is a crash in the wall where Ipselis had piled out, just to the north of where you are currently.
Dear.
Bray, I think you might be muted.
Yeah, I muted myself.
That's okay.
Is there any way to quickly get out, or?
Yeah, through the wall that Ipselis had crashed through. So that is 10, 20, 25 foot roughly to get to that hole.
No, that's perfect because because there's like an actual hole there, right?
Yeah, there's an actual hole there.
Yeah. So then I'll do that, and then I will fire my bow.
All right, bow in hand, you take aim, launching a shot across the room towards Strahd.
All right, and because Monkey's there, I'll get my advantage.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, I misclicked something. There we go. Alright, Strahd.
All right.
I don't know why it said short sword, but it's still plus 10 either way.
Did you drop it on Strahd?
I did not.
Would you drop it on Strahd, please?
Yeah. Why is my computer being so stupid right now? There we go.
Yeah.
Nice! Alright, the arrow flies and finds purchase in the chest of the vampire.
Whoa.
Very nice. However,
What?
unfortunately, the damage seems ineffective. As it hits his chest, he grabs hold of the arrow and just plucks it out. Not a drop of blood from the open wound as he throws the arrow to the ground.
Huh.
Good response.
That'll be it.
Although I don't know, I'm sure there is a reason. I'm sure there's a reason, but I have no idea
bow
why.
or arrows magical at all?
Yeah, no, it's probably not because I have no magic items on me whatsoever.
Ah, well, that'll probably do it. Well, no, because he's only resistant to stuff from not magical. But I feel like there might be something there. I mean, look, if it's auto.
It said absorbed.
Yeah.
Resistant.
Oh no, I know what it is. Never mind. Yes, this makes sense. No. I got it. I know what it is.
Oh no.
Meanwhile, somewhere far, far, far away, a giant crystal heart has a tiny crack in it.
Oh.
Oh, damn. Ah.
I knew I should have done something good. Shit.
I do have to mention until the start of my next turn now, everyone gets advantage on attack rolls against Strahd.
Yeah.
Because of my ambush master.
Ah, nice. Nice. All right, so everyone currently has advantage on attacks. How long does that last? Is that a round or?
Until my next turn.
Yep. Cool. All right, which brings us then very neatly to Domiro.
Something fabulous. Tamira always says something fabulous.
I feel like if I try things directly against him, he's just going to resist everything. Is Strahd got anything, wearing anything interesting that seems like to be aiding him, or he's just in normal clothes?
Excellent question. I have not checked what your magic items are. I mean, technically, you should be wearing that armor from before, which on its own could kick your ass, but I don't think that makes sense. Gear. Where is Strahd's gear? Is there a Strahd's belongings? Options, move. It's got spells and abilities.
Not sure how it's set up in Fantasy Grounds, but maybe if like as an effect, it'll be in the action to the ability section as well, instead of just the inventory. I'm not sure how it's all set up on Fantasy Grounds.
Negative. None. He is effectively wearing nothing. Like, I mean, everything is more, what's the word?
Natural?
No. It's
Thematic?
it's like regalia. It's like it's all decorations and stuff like that. Like, he doesn't have a sword on him. He doesn't have a,
He just does his stuff.
Cosmetic.
And has a cape.
He's also torn with very nice gloves, which was very rude of him. They were nice lambskin. They were tanned over 10 years.
Okay, I am going. So Strahd seems difficult to do things to. I'm going to use unsettling words on his. Can I see the hate at the door now? Because it's in the doorway.
Yes, you can. Oh wait, no, you can't. It's invisible. You see a fog with like some bats that seem to be made of fog floating in and out.
So I can't see it at all.
Think of it like Predator. It's an invisible creature, so you can see it in the same fashion as you can see an invisible creature.
Right. So
something's there, but
pinpoint its location.
Yeah. You wouldn't be able to pinpoint its location. You'd be able to tell what square it's in.
Yeah, I mean, for the purpose of targeting it, though.
Ah, good question. I don't think you can target it. Like, you can target the square it's in, but not it itself.
Right.
Not without something revealing it, like fairy fire or whatever.
Okay. So we haven't been hitting it or touching it or anything so far.
They've been striking at its square, so they've been hitting with a disadvantage, like just in the general area of the fog.
Okay. But it's been moving around, right? So it might be a little easier if I could try perception against its invisibility. Maybe I could.
Sure, I'd be happy for that.
Catch it as it moved.
I would be happy for that. Let me roll a ad hoc stealth check for this thing. And I will obviously say that it is at advantage because it's invisible. Alright, 25 is the number to beat.
Okay. I have a thing that I have not used much at all, if ever. Yes, I have Callie's Luck. I'm going to use that and get a natural 20 on my perception.
Oh, yeah? And what does that bring your total to?
That will be a 31.
Beautiful.
Whoa.
Alright, I will allow you to pinpoint this creature.
Actually,
Okay.
covers this.
So I'm going to use a bonus action to give it unsettling words, so it gets a negative D10 on its save. And I'm going to cast Tether Essence between it and Strahd.
Oh, okay. What does this do?
So they make a Constitution save with disadvantage, and if they both fail, they're magically linked for the duration of the spell, regardless of distance. When damage is done to one, the same is done to the other. When one's healed, the other's healed.
Ah, okay. Alright, let's try it. So, con save for the hatred is a natural 20.
It's with disadvantage.
Oh, with disadvantage? Okay.
Oh.
That is a 21.
Oh.
Yep, and it's got a minus D10 on that.
Oh, yep, let's do that as well. That is minus 5, so that is a 16.
It needs an 18.
Needs an 18? It will fail an 18.
Whoa.
Then Strahd needs to fail as well, correct?
Yeah, it's a long shot, but
Well, no, it might not be. It might not be. Ooh, a 13. I'm going to burn a jinx point and try it. I mean, let's see if I can get better with that. That is a 17. No, not enough.
Oh.
All right, so they are now tethered and linked together. So when one takes damage, the other takes damage. When one heals, the other heals. Now, what, just for information-wise, is it concentration? Is it...
it's up to an hour.
Okay, up to an hour. Concentration up to an hour or just up to an hour? Okay, cool. All right.
If either's reduced to 0, it ends on both anyway.
Ah, right. Okay. Sweet. That's really cool. All right, well done. Anything else?
I mean, I guess I'll just inform the party. Target is hatred rather than Strahd himself. He's probably so full of hatred himself that he's just going to ignore our attacks.
Wait, was that concentration?
Yeah, Demir, you said it was concentration, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Bagog is Bagog now.
So that means the polymorph ends, correct?
Yep. But
All right.
I figure it saved his life. He can do what he wants. And
All right.
Now
Bagog.
bleeding out again.
that was kind of the point of it. It was the only thing I had that I thought was going to save his life at the time.
Oh god. Okay. That changes what I was gonna do because I was gonna try to. Because as still a monkey, I was gonna try and grab him, but.
All right.
Crap.
Well, it is currently Esther's turn.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go, guys. Esther, what do we do?
Don't hype me up, man. I don't have anything to do. Don't hype me up.
I go under the chair, and I hide under the chair. And
I use the swarm of bats to successfully maneuver and stealth my way away from this room. Just leave them to be.
It just leaves.
yeah,
Why
this
do you think I asked for the bats?
Oh, makes perfect sense. Yeah. Is this the first
Okay.
time Esther's seeing Strahd, though?
In general, this would be technically her second in person. First time like this, yeah. Yep, maybe it. But
We spoke to him in the mirror and things like that before.
we spoke to him on like the second session of just like we were on campfire.
Oh yeah,
But-
no. I more mean like you've seen that Strahd is trying to kill Vagog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Okay.
I have spotted that. But hearing that we should be targeting the rage and the wrath first. Okay. Well, first I want to check something because this requires some coordination. Sorry, just a lot of tabs. Okay.
Yeah.
I have so many tabs up right now. It looks like a very poorly made desktop. Okay, but I gained with an ASI, I got the feat telepathic. So while like there's this can I see Demir or can I not see him? Demir, would you
should be able to see me from where you are.
No, because remember, you're still in the wall. So you're actually looking out of like a very, very thin slit in the wall.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if she can see through that or not, but yeah.
She would, no, not with the fire.
Okay.
It's more favorable looking out than it is looking in. It's why Strahd hasn't gone, there's someone casting behind there. Fireball!
So she has line of effect, but not line of sight.
Yeah, that makes sense.
A difference.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, well, not being able to see, I was just going to, using the, like the swarm is almost like concealed, she's going to step closer just so that she's not at risk of being seen by Strahd. And it's going to do what she's going to try to do what she wanted to do last session. She's going to begin to shape change.
All right. As an action, your body begins to twist and change. What do you change into?
I will, not entirely, but I will adopt the red hair and the eyes of Irina. As I don't know if it's any differences, but I will try to make myself appear slightly as her, so that it's deterred from attacking me at least for now. Because seeing it's like I'm getting bitten and scratched at by itself.
Oh, 100%.
I don't imagine.
All right, make a bluff check if you would.
Bluff check, okay.
And do so with advantage.
Will do. Once I get to my sheet, just a few tabs. There we go. Okay, advantage. And
you look like you're itching to hit something, Argento.
I want to smack a gentle hit. All right. Okay. As you do this, you see that the creature seems to shrink back down to a medium size. And you watch as Strahd himself begins to bleed red out of his eyes. That is a response to this. Yeah, there you go.
That's really
and Esther's going to use her use herself because she's going to climb slightly up the wall so that she can't see my Strahd real quick. She's gonna be like, okay, here we are, here. Okay.
Panic! All right, you kind of wedge yourself so that so that Strahd can't see you. Also, welcome back in, Odd Bandicoot. Let's give you a quick recap here. Strahd is in the midst of a battle. He has torn off Vagag's shadow and set it onto Argento, who is currently emanating daylight and life essences. Ipselis and Argento are ready to rumble. Demiro has created a spiritual tether between Strahd and his hatred, so that when one takes damage, so will the other one, and when one heals, the other will heal. And backing us up from the back is, of course, Bray, who is launching a series of arrows upon Strahd while he is engaged with his various quarries. It is now currently... and Esther has just transformed into a visage of the Lady Irina and has caused Strahd's hatred to somewhat shrink. It is now Vagag's turn.
Alright.
Oh, sorry, Esther, did you have something else?
Oh.
Since that was my action, can I use my bonus action to cast a Spirit Shroud?
Yes.
Thank you. Just want to get that out of the way.
Very well.
That's it.
Alright, Vagag, what do you got?
Alright, so now that I'm back to being Vagag, I just kind of look at Strahd and I'm like, ugh, because I've still got this hole in my chest.
And he's still grappling you, by the way.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's basically got you by the neck at this point. So originally he kind of grabbed grabbed your collarbone when you were the gorilla, but then as you shapeshifted, he just kind of switched that grip to around your neck.
I thought he let go to go. You said he put both hands into the ground.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. He's not.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Nope,
okay.
You're very, very right. He did let you go in order to rip up your shadow. Yep, nope. Thank you for reminding me, Demira. Vagag, you are not grappled.
All right. So seeing as he kind of dropped me and it kind of grabbed my neck, kind of gasping for air a little bit, after he grabbed my shadow and Or actually, yeah, because I would have turned back into Vagog after he grabbed the shadow, kind of holding my neck still. I kind of, like put my hand in front of my face, and I kind of take out the clock or my stopwatch, and it kind of starts ticking. And I'm going to cast Big B's hand, or the Tugog's hand, and kind of, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh, sorry.
So you watch as a second Vagog. This one's got a very spruce mustache, and he goes, and he says, "Well, old boy, looks like you're in a spot of trouble. No worries. What did we call this thing? Tugog's fists." As an alternate version of Vagog, it suddenly appears and creates a large hand. This one, however, has like its pinky out at all times.
So with the bonus action, I command the Tugog's fist or Tugog's hand. And I just say, I need you to kind of grab him, push him up against the wall. So I'm essentially bonus actioning, trying to grapple Vagog or
Strahd.
Strahd.
Yep.
Yeah.
He goes, righto, bully. All right.
And,
make an athletics check.
I think
Oh wait, what do you do? Unless there's something specific you need to do.
It's called. Well, it's called. What is it called? Grasping hand. The hand attempts to grapple a huge or smaller creature within 5 feet. Use the hand strength score to resolve the grapple. If the target is medium or smaller, you have advantage on the check.
All right. You do have advantage as well. So yep. Yeah, it's a athletics check.
Okay. So, so this is the...
All right. You have to beat an 18.
Okay, the strength of the thing is +8, so it's d20 plus 8 then. That is 16 plus 8, 24?
24? Yeah, 24 will grapple him.
Yes!
Ooh.
So the hand kind of just throws up against Strahd and kind of pushes him into the bookcase. Kind of trying to hold him there.
All right,
And
very
then
nice.
my move action, I'm going to kind of back off a bit and get behind, kind of towards the center where people can kind of reach Strahd a bit more. But he's currently hauled in the corner, and Vagog runs to the center of the room.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. That then brings us to Argento.
Yes. Been thinking about this for a minute.
All right.
So the shadow
and the-
way, right? I can't get through the shadow, can I?
Yeah, it's incorporeal. You can walk straight through it, and it will not halt you at all. But it will.
So it won't be like.
It will potentially get an attack of opportunity.
Okay, that's what I meant. Yeah, that's fine. So, does speaking to Strahd count as any actions, really?
No, not at all. Do you have something? Hold on, wait. Before you do that, let me just. Okay, here we go. There it is, and. Okay. All right, go for it.
All right. So, basically, I want to say to him as I'm sort of maneuvering to get my holy symbol that I'm just calling out to him. You may kill all of us, Strahd, and that will be fine by me. But know one thing: we have your precious Irina, and you will never see her again. And so I take out my holy symbol, and I use my channel divinity to do a vow of enmity on him, which gives me advantage on all attacks made against Strahd. And then I want to throw my flask of holy water at him.
Ooh, very nice. All right. Just get that set up and bear with me for just a moment because someone has mentioned something in chat that I think we should definitely do, at least for today. And that is, we are going to do a prediction poll.
Oh no.
You have had the rudest polls as of late.
Well, it's just been Vigog will die, yes or no?
No, it's like Ire was just like, oh, okay, if you're gonna be like that, chat.
Okay,
When
here we
you
go.
told me last week that I could
Star
that I could
prediction.
bet, I'm like,
Okay, here we go.
fine.
Here we go. Here we go. So, who will? What is the prediction? Our prediction is, who will die first? Will it be?
Well, just a reminder to chat who is suggesting they'll bet on Vigag. Strahd has already vowed not to kill Vigag and make him suffer.
That's very true. That's very true.
We'll be out of commission first.
Of course, Vigag could kill himself and thwart Strahd's plan.
You can't kill me. I've already killed.
All right, there we go.
Dead.
Okay, submission period. We're gonna put it in for 30 minutes. There it is. All right, and we're putting in everyone. We're even putting in Strahd dies first. So there you go.
Ooh.
All right. So as you were saying about having, we've got Irina. Oh yeah. So he looks at you.
You know, I was gonna say, yeah. What's his reaction?
He watches his eyes start to swirl with ink. And that blood just begins to pour and drip to the ground. He begins to grow fur out of his sideburns. His shoulders arc backwards. And he looks directly at you. For some reason, he is no longer that concerned with just Vigog.
Oh.
As Argento has now also made it to that playing field. Argento must die.
Come on.
Are we just all going to try to irritate Strahd with Irina at this point?
I wouldn't do compelled.
I'm just making the playing field.
and quite literally, he turns around and says, "Where is she?"
I'm curious. What did the throwing of the holy water do anything to the spirit? Spirit of anger.
I haven't
Spirit
thrown
of
it yet.
He hasn't thrown it yet, but no.
All I say to him is, well, if you kill us, you'll never find out. And then, yeah, I throw the holy water.
All right, throw your holy water.
So I had advantage from before. Now I have it. So I have double super advantage. What's that?
There's no
Sadly,
super
you've only got sadly you only get one
So
advantage.
just advantage, cool. Double advantage. All right, here we go. Advantage is just the D20, and then if it hits him, he just takes damage. If it succeeds on.
Done.
I didn't work on that.
Ooh,
Wow.
good use of advantage. All right, that will hit Strahd. Now, do you know how much
What do you
damage
take?
holy water does?
2d6 radiant damage.
All right, make it so. Can you roll that damage onto Strahd or no?
See if it won't allow me to roll it onto it.
Okay, that's okay. Just roll it into chat and then I'll make sure that it's radiant.
1.
Nice.
Okay, so that is 12 points of damage. All right.
And then with my second action, I'll attack this spirit in front of me. I'm assuming I can hit it.
The shadow. Yeah, yep, absolutely. 100%.
So I'll just use my warhammer.
You swing your warhammer down.
Oh, it's 15.
It'll hit. All right, Vigog's shadow still tries to enwrap you, but as your hammer comes down, it collides with its inky mass.
All right, now I have a couple of questions. So, with every, I think it's only melee attacks. Let me figure this out real quick. Because now that I've got a certain level, I have something called the improvised divine smite. So, when I make a melee weapon strike, it does an automatic instant extra 1d8 radiant damage.
Okay,
So
make
that
it
would
so.
be a melee attack. Yeah, so just roll another 1d8.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that is 2 extra radiant damage. All right. Oops. Come back here, you. There we go. All right, done and done. As the light seems to tear open little holes that kind of sizzle in the shadow. It is, quite painful for the poor thing. All right, anything further?
No, that's pretty much my turn.
All right. Hypselos, it is your turn.
All right. So as I am surveying the battlefield and watching all of this stuff happen, watching one of my friends turn into like a vision of Strahd's dead wife, I think. Did I catch that correctly?
Mm-hmm.
There's and watching the actual the spirit get smaller and then Strahd start to bleed. I assume that Ipselos would be intelligent enough to understand that probably this spirit now has a connection and it's going to be much easier to hit than Strahd is. I've watched him just pull an arrow out of his chest, and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to head over. I'm going to sort of like jump across the room to. And can I move through this thing's space at all, or?
No, you cannot.
Okay. Then I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna give like a wink to Esther, just be like, "You look good." Yes. And I am going to.
She's about to say something, but realizes her vocal cords would severely ruin all their plans. She's like, no. Do not say a word, do not say a word, do not say a word.
I love it. I am going to use my my planar traveler ability to infuse, like turn all of my attacks to force damage. And I am just going to wail on this thing. Do I have advantage because I've got somebody standing right next to me? Somebody being helpful? Or no?
You have advantage because no, you do not.
Okay, well then, I am going to still try to murder this mean thing that you put in front of me. So I'm just gonna. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Ugh, I'm guessing I did not hit.
You did hit.
No, that'll hit.
Oh, I did? Oh, fabulous. Okay. And let's see if I hit on the second one. Yay!
That'll also hit. Nice.
All right, cool. So it's all force damage.
Mm-hmm.
And so we'll do one of these plus another one of these, and then plus a 1d8 of force damage. Ooh, very nice. So, yeah, I feel like that's solid.
All right.
Solid damage.
That is solid damage. Did you drop it on the actual model?
Get it!
He did.
Oh, you did? Okay, good. Yep. All right, sweet. Yeah, your damage goes through and does indeed go through to Strahd. However, again, somewhere off in the distance, you hear a cracking noise. Ipselos, that is the end of your turn. The hatred of Strahd decides to return the favor. This time to you! One for you. Why do I have advantage or disadvantage? Is that disadvantage? That's
because you're grappled.
Am I grappled?
Yeah, I grappled you with the hand.
No. Strahd's hate, dude.
Oh.
Nope, he's at disadvantage for some reason. I'm not going to argue it. Take this, Esther!
They're tethered.
Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe. He'll miss. All right. Strahd's hate does nothing. He's definitely been routed and refuses to strike at the version of Irina that stands before, and it's kind of put them on the back foot. They will actually move backwards 5, 10, and provoke an attack of opportunity from the both of you.
Yes. Oh, I hit
It
you
is
in the
recoiling.
Oh, and oh dear.
Oh,
You have a group inspiration.
you do have the inspiration. So have your inspiration.
Mm-hmm, you do indeed.
Ooh, yeah. I'll take it. I'll take that inspiration.
erase mine because I used mine.
All right.
I was going to wait until you did your attack to do mine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's much better.
All right, that'll do the hit.
I wrote mine down, so I remembered. No, I erased it just now, so I remembered.
Yay!
13
Ooh, I've
points
done some
of
damage this round.
All right.
Mm-hmm. You said that the two of them are tethered now, right?
Yes, the two of them are tethered.
Okay.
This time you actually do see Strahd is starting to take some damage.
Okay, I'm not sure if this is going to work, but I'm going to see if it works how I hope it does. I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at. Can I cast spells or does it have to be a melee attack?
You
'Cause
have ward pass.
I do have a melee attacks.
It does have to be a melee attack, yes.
Perfect. Okay, let me see. Just double checking one thing. Sorry, I forgot the range of that one. Oh, it doesn't. Can I just use my? I hope I could use my weapon instead. Is that okay?
Yeah, totally.
Perfect. I'll use the pike that I've just kind of held on to from we first went to Velaki, if that's an option. And man, is that okay? Or would I know that I probably couldn't? Oh.
Unmute. Yes, you may. You may absolutely. Also, Ira Genasi has redeemed a divine intervention. Is there something you wanted to reroll, or do you want me to give that to the players as a divine intervention? Let me know in chat, Ire, and I will let you know. All right. Let's see how we go. That's a strike with the pike that you found from Velaki, the Wolf Hunter, I believe it was called.
I think so, yeah, because it was for the Wolf Crow. Alongside this, with Spirit Shroud, there's the tab. Until spell ends, any attack you make deals 1d8 extra damage when you hit a creature within 10 feet of you, and that will be radiant damage. So
it's radiant damage. Oh, nice.
Okay, I think this is the d8. I hope this is the d8. I do not know the dice shapes yet for some reason. How would I drop? Do I just roll it?
I'll drop it in chat, and that'll be fine.
Okay. So that's going to be 2, but also any creature that takes this damage can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn.
Ah, very nice.
In addition, any creature of my choice that I can see that starts its turn within 10 feet of me has its speed reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Wow, okay. And you'll need to remember all that, but yes, it is super effective. Oh, also, did you both roll with disadvantage because it's invisible?
I don't think I did. I can do it again if you'd like.
Yeah, you'll probably still hit it, but let's just be sure.
Yeah, would you prefer I use my inspirational hero point to negate that, or are you okay with it like this?
Oh, you can use your hero points to negate it if you like.
Oh yeah, just for ease, so we don't spend too long right here.
Sure, not a problem. Done and done.
Inspirational hero point would you prefer I use?
Oh, use the inspiration first. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Strahd did not appreciate that. As we then go to his turn, Strahd is not healing because he took the radiant damage in the last round. All right, he is grappled, and he says, "Oh, actually, you know what? This is gonna be cool. Let's try this." All right. He says, "You think that the dead cannot help me? You do not know whose house you have entered. Behold, allow me to show you the folly of your belief." All right, I'm going to use one action to summon an angry specter. And the specter I am going to summon is that of a dead member of the Gogs. Sorry, not the Gog.
No.
Argento. No, actually, ooh, that's actually a good one. No, okay. I'm gonna start with.
Decisions.
You know what? I'm gonna do it 3 times. I'm gonna do 3 things. 1, 2, 3. Here is what gets summoned. You ready?
Oh no.
The first creature that is summoned behind Argento is a member of Argento's clan, drained of blood, It is not someone directly related to you, but someone from your town and from your clan itself. The second specter is one of Vagag's students. The one that was boiled and eaten alive.
That Clyde, no.
Oh.
The third is Bray's father.
Oh god.
Oh.
All three specters of creatures killed by Strahd's own hand suddenly appear. And as they do so, Strahd says, "Even in death, they are mine. All that lies beneath the blood moon belongs to me. I am sovereign. I am all. And you," he looks at Vagag again, "you shall be devoured by the night." Oh, wait for it. And with his final action, Strahd.
I'm
Oh
just
my
glad he didn't
god.
summon Murray.
No, he doesn't summon Murray. I mean, he might summon Murray. He does not summon Murray. Okay. Apologies, Vagag.
Uh-huh. What's happening?
Something horrific.
No, stop, 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 stop!
Oh, damn.
Oh my gosh! What's happening?
That's a lot of work.
What?
Dad?
Yeah.
May I message you something real quick?
You may.
Thank you.
All right.
Don't you have counterspell for God?
That is not a
Oh.
spell.
Oh. Okay, I was gonna say, oh my god, thank you, but oh.
All right,
They
there we go.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
so as a legendary action, Children of the Night, Strahd summons 3d6 wolves.
What?
So he does not even remotely attempt to break free of his confines.
Just
Oh
watching.
my god.
Instead, he, pretty much just takes a back seat and watches as you try to maintain concentration over everything you're doing when 14 wolves spawn from the shadows,
Hate you so much.
as well as 3 specters, which I'm going to name. I'm going to name after the people that they're thing. So there was Argento's one. There is the Gog's one.
Oh.
And then there is Bray's. Alright, there we go. Cool. Alright. That was Strahd. We then go to the Shadow. The Shadow? The Shadow. The Shadow will attempt to hit Argento. And will do so. You only take... I'm going to roll this separately. I'm going to add it later because you need to take... Because you're resistant to necrotic. So you only take 5 points of damage. Oh, merciful Christ. Okay, so there we go. Alright, so 5 points of damage. As well as a further 3 strength damage. Could you do a strength check for me real quick, Argento? Just so I can check that that's all working. 20 plus 1. Yep, cool. Okay, that's all working. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you waste the 20, but yeah, okay. All right. Thankfully, the wolves are not going for a little while, so we then go to Bray. Bray, you are, again, I'm just going to rearrange this a little bit just so it looks a little nicer. You are surrounded by wolves and what appears to be the ghostly visage of your father. It looks to you and says, "Son, turn back. Turn back. Folly lies here. Death will take everything. Just like it took me." me! As he howls into the darkness.
So we heard the cracking of the heart thing, right?
Yes.
With Bray's knowledge of the tunnels, how long, if he were to have an idea, take for him to get from there to the thing? I have a little bit of an idea, but
Okay.
First, for the bonus action, disengage, so none of these 4 things can decide to smack me around a little bit. And
Very well.
I want to have Bray start running through the tunnels to get to the crystal heart as soon as possible.
I'm gonna give you a free one here. The crystal's broken.
He's already hinted at us for that one.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah,
Well-
basically you've seen that the damage hasn't been
Where's he
doing anything,
going?
but then just when, in the previous turn when Esther hit, there was just that small trickle of blood. So it's
Okay.
now getting through.
All right. I don't know what to do. I'm surrounded by. Ooh. I'm assuming that the tunnels are only big enough so that way, if they were to follow me, they would all have to be like in a line, right?
Very true, yeah.
All right, then I'm gonna back up into the tunnel. I'm gonna use it as a whatchamacallit, a
Bonus action.
Bottleneck.
yeah, I'm gonna bonus action disengage and run into the tunnel, but yeah, gonna use it as a little death tunnel and just
It's a bottleneck.
Yeah,
Oh, that check it, yeah.
yeah, that's
Nice.
what I'm gonna do. Well, let me move it for some reason.
Also, Dag, I sent you the message.
Very well. I will.
I just accidentally closed the map on myself.
All right, hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Let me calculate a few things. First of all, welcome into Troll Lord Games. What is up, my guys? I hope you guys are doing well. How, guys? Congratulations on the Kickstarter. Freaking amazing stuff. It is wonderful to see you guys here playing some D&D, which is amazing. Gracias. Wow, is it really only half? Damn. All right, yeah, sorry, time is zooming. Okay, hold on. Sorry, I'm not going to take too much time, but first of all, guys, go check out Troll Lord Games. Great authors, great writers, great D&D all over there. Go check out their channel. Now I didn't know what was allowed. So what was allowed, Odd Bandicoot, is you can give 2 people a hero point, or which staves off death, gets advantage, or allows them to petition me for random stuff. Or you can get a plot twist, which I draw 3 cards and I tell you, I basically give you a choice of what plot twist you'd like. So let me know what you'd like in chat, and we'll go through that. Bray, you're moving into the tunnels.
Yep.
I think someone gave group inspiration before too.
Gave who?
Just someone gave group inspiration.
No, we have a divine intervention from the group, and Ira Janasi has given Bray a natural 20.
No, it's Gozo Man says I redeemed group inspiration though.
Yeah, no, that was ages ago. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, you got that was the
No,
first
it's-
inspiration you guys got.
There's-
Wait, hold on. Who's dropping all the who's
Three
dropping all these
tokens.
Brays? Stop it. What are you even doing? How are you even doing that? Get out of here, you.
Oh no!
All right.
Multiplying.
You cast
What?
mirror image.
Ray's using Shadow Clone Jutsu.
All right, there. I think, yeah, okay, there.
Clone Bray.
All right, cool. You're disengaging and going into the wall. Done.
Yep.
Hero point for Bray and Argento. Done and done.
Nice.
Thank you.
All right. Let's go. So you moved in. Anything else?
No, that'll be
Ready in
actually-
action to shoot first thing that comes through?
Well, considering that they'll move into my melee range, I would have disadvantage.
You can
if I
do it
can
before they do, so when they're in the threshold, they won't be in your melee range.
All right, yeah, that'll work too.
Easy done. All right, Demiro, you're up next.
Okay, so the Strahd's hate moved off a bit.
It has. It is definitely
True.
recoiling from the back.
I'm gonna step around so that I can see it again.
Yep, you can now see the dogs and the ghost that's there right
Yep.
now.
And I'll use my unsettling words on it again to give it a negative D10 on the next save. And I'm going to cast Disintegrate on it.
Oh, we got another group inspiration.
Very nice. All right, so you're casting Disintegrate on the Strahd's Hate.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to say that between the wolves, the dogs, the multiple chairs, you are going to have to come out of the wall in order to see it. Because you're still in that kind of tunnel that's in the wall that's there. So you'll actually have to go to where Bray was over here. There you go. Yeah, there's actually a wall, so I have to pull you across, but that's fine. All right, but yep, that's perfectly fine. It has made its saving throw, which means instead of doing its big damage, it does, I think, 5d8.
No, because it's got the negative D10, so minimum 1 will be a fail.
Ah, very well. Okay. Yep. All right. In which case, that will work. Go for it.
Nice. Also, Michael, we do have a from Kinetic Platypus. We've got a group inspiration now.
Ah, fantastic. Group inspiration for everyone. All right.
Yeah.
Wait, what if we already have an inspiration? Does that mean we just get more?
Okay.
I don't think it gets.
The hatred is destroyed.
Yay!
Oh, nice.
And it's
So it can only be restored with true res or wish. It's completely annihilated.
It never really had a body. It was esoteric, but yeah, it's not, it's not coming back. I'm gonna say that it'll do the damage equal to up to the point where it went to 0 and was destroyed, but the excess won't carry across. So that is there, and that is
56.
done. Yeah. All right, we then go to Esther.
Should have hurt Strahd a little bit.
It does. It does. You watch as like some bits of him start to like kind of do the whole like end game thing. Little fragments start to crack and appear in its body. Yeah, it's definitely kind of Strahd is definitely being very, very heavily impacted
Did
by
he
your...
have to concentrate on any of these summons?
Nope.
This wasn't a spell, remember? This was not really.
These
I know.
no. These are mixed.
actually
Yeah,
have to
no. He's
concentrate on anything.
no. He's not concentrating on anything.
Well,
That's fine.
so before Esther starts, I'm just gonna look over at her and be like, "I'm about to do something. I need you to step away from me, please." Or this.
Explain what you're gonna do. Explain what you're gonna do first.
So there is a spell that I have called a Chardalon Stride, which does fire damage to anything within 5 feet of me. Though I think this might help get rid of all of these filthy little monsters.
Okay. Also, before she did shape change. Just to be very clear, she was not speaking as. I mean, that's why I did her accent. Okay. All right. Also, Dag, did you see my message?
I did not. Oh, is it in Zoom? Oh, there we go.
It's in Zoom. It's in Zoom. Just real quick before I do.
Okay, that is a action. So just a regular action.
Just a regular action.
Mhm.
Okay. All right, and you can only ready actions, not bonus actions, right?
No, you can ready both. I mean, as long as you have the parameters set for it.
Okay. Then what I'm gonna do is, I'll just snip this. Well, the unfortunate thing about this is that there's kind of a wolf right in front of me. I can't exactly move much.
I won't do too much damage to you, I suppose. I just let me apologize in advance, though.
I may be able to do something instead, if you're fine with it.
Absolutely.
I would like to use my bonus action to use my 7th level slot and cast Divine Word.
Okay, what does that do?
1 second. So with Divine Word, you utter Divine Word imbued with the power that shaped the world at the dawn of creation. Choose any number of creatures you can see within range. Each creature that can hear you must make a charisma saving throw. On a failed save, creature suffers an effect based on its current hit points.
Oh,
Oh,
you mean it?
Okay, so I'm gonna roll. So I'm just gonna roll for all the wolves here.
I'm just really hoping they don't have
13.
Okay. That will fail. If they have 50 hit points or fewer, they're deafened for 1 minute.
They're
40
all
hit points
deafened.
40 hit points or fewer, deafened and blinded for 10 minutes, 30.
They have
Blinded,
less than
deafened,
16 hit points.
They have less than what?
1-6.
They're killed instantly.
Fair.
That was a loud scream.
Wow.
There is the VIP.
Nice.
I said that's not how we're going to play next session. Apparently I wasn't lying.
I'm so glad I took the time to set up this encounter. It will actually take me longer to delete them than to have added them.
As you
What about those
Esther
3
utters
spirits?
this divine
And Shadow?
word,
They're all gone.
I'm just gonna look at her and just be like,
And the shadow.
that's a good word. That's
Oh,
that's a
and the
good word.
shadow.
Mm-hmm. All right. So
In a
basically,
room.
yep. So in one glorious scream, you watch as basically these, almost the sound of these like war drums start to play in the background, as well as the sound of like, what are those, like kalimba, and you see like these kind of like voodoo spirits just suddenly rip out and just start mauling and tearing apart these wolves and the shadows and the like. As Esther kind of focuses and channels this energy, there's just this swirl of the spirits as they just rip and tear at the remnants of the wolves and the like.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Another thing.
Oh yeah, another thing. That wasn't good enough for you? That's okay, fine.
One more thing.
And then
Yes.
And then, no. Oh no, you're all good. You're all good. They did it. Because Straw's not a fiend, right? Just undead.
Correct.
Okay, perfect. Then that won't. It wasn't gonna work either way because it was a return to place of origin, but that's kind of difficult to do in a place where you can't escape. So I think we're good.
All right, Esther, you're up.
That was my.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Vigog, you're up.
Another turn?
Again,
All right, see, all of a sudden, all these like the wolves popped up and the specters. I'm kind of looking around, and then they all just disappeared. And I look at Argento, and I just look at him and smile. I'm like, "Are you ready for this? Get him!" I'm just gonna keep holding him with the Big B's hand, and I'm gonna choose the bonus action to continue holding him. But because he's still holding him. Part of the action of the grasping hand is I can actually crush the target I'm holding.
Joe?
So he just takes, it just says, while the hand is grappling the target, you can use a bonus action to have the hand crush it. When you do so, the target takes bludgeoning damage equal to 2d6 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. Which I believe... I think it should just be here. Actually, no, it would be under Bigby's hand. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, so 2d6 plus 4 damage on Strahd. The 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Very nice.
And he's still being grappled, so.
Yes, indeed. Now, you don't need to maintain that, do you?
It is a concentration, but I'm going to tie it to the ring.
Very well.
So I technically have used it one turn, so that was, I'll say turn number 2 now. So, yeah. Keeping track of dice. Alright, and that's my turn. I'm just going to kind of stay there and hold Strahd.
All right. Very well. Next up
Get him,
is
Argento!
Argento.
Yes. So
Take
now
him
that
down.
the room is clear, I kind of give a very sinister grin towards Strahd. And I just say, what happened to all your friends? Looks like finally going to be just you and I, my friend. So
Do
then
not taunt him!
I want to cast Branding Smite as a bonus action.
Very well. You may do so.
And then because I still have advantage from I'm going to cast it at 3rd level as well.
Yes.
And,
Cast
so
it
I still
higher.
have advantage
Cast it
on
higher.
rolls against him. So I want to move closer to him, by the way. I want to get right up on him. Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna roll. Yeah, my first.
That will.
You have group
miss.
advantage. You have group inspiration.
You do have group inspiration. But group
Good.
inspiration will only get rid of the disadvantage, which
You
won't
haven't
help.
used
You
your
can use- yeah.
bardic inspiration yet.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
true. You do have bardic inspiration, and you
That-
can use the hero point to reroll.
So you can add a D10 to that.
So I can add a D10 to this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you'd like.
And if you still fail, you get to keep the D10 and use it again on something else.
Yes!
Nice.
Probably won't.
Oh my God.
Yep. 23 will hit.
Yes!
So let me drop this. I think I have to drop a spell onto him. I gotta figure out which one. Let's see, level 3 minus 5. I guess I don't know myself. Yeah, now I do the damage on him. Plus he gets an extra D10 of branding of
Oof.
radiant damage because of my improvised divine smite, or an extra D8. I'm trying to add that into my rolls, which automatically doesn't roll. I'm gonna take 4 more radiant
So,
damage.
17.
All right. Very
And
nice.
I'm gonna hit him again. I'm gonna do the same thing again.
Yep. Go ahead. Oops.
Grab this. Yes.
Nice.
All right. Beautiful.
Gosh.
And then I'll do the extra D8 on his.
Oh my God.
Hospital.
Oh.
Shit. Okay. All right. Very nice. Your hits, while still landing, aren't doing as much thanks to the drain of the shadow that had been pouring at you. But thanks to the efforts of your branding smite, is still managing to dent the otherwise thick hide of Strahd himself. Ipselis, it is your turn.
Okay. I am just sort of standing here, like, very impressed with Esther at this point. I am going to do my best to try to help out. So I will do, instead of a Shard One Stride, I'll keep my Protect Good and Evil up. And I'm going to run over here and then utilize my, I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to utilize my new ability that I love called Distance Strike, where before each attack, I can move. I can just teleport 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And so I am going to. Is Strahd like held? How high is he?
He's floor height.
Strahd is floor height.
Yeah. So you're
Okay.
good.
And I'm wondering, is the hand itself like corporeal? Like
Yes. It is a corporeal hand.
it's a corporeal hand. Okay, so so I could stand on it if I wanted to.
Potentially,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I am going to teleport. First, I'm going to use my bonus action to do force damage with my fabulous planar warrior. Just absorb all of the stuff from the night elves and infuse it into my fabulous baseball bat. And then I am going to teleport up onto the hand, and like a golf club, I'm just going to smack Strahd in the head.
The golf.
I'm gonna teleport back down to the back down to the ground, and just kneecap him. So,
Nice. All right, make your attacks.
and he's grappled, so we have advantage on attacks, right?
Yes, indeed. They should also
Oh,
they should auto calculate.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. All right, let's see. I'm gonna throw this at Strahd. Let's see if we get some Strahd.
All right, that'll hit.
Fabulous. And let's see number 2 if that one hits. That's a
Ah! Yeah.
Reroll it.
He's using his thing.
Jinx point.
You could cancel it if you haven't used your face thing yet. I Have you used your fate thing yet?
Yeah, no, he's only got the natural 20.
No, Esther's fate thing that like erases your.
You've used it for the day.
But everyone gets one, right? Because you're asking.
We've all got one.
Yeah, they all got one.
So has Ipsos used it yet?
I do not recall.
What is this?
Given that he doesn't.
Write your own fate.
Yeah.
It happened when we fought the silver werewolf. We gathered around. Yeah.
I have not. I did not. I had it.
Oh, well, if you don't have it, you don't have it, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
But the thing is, you do still have a natural 20.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it for a secondary attack. Like there's
Very well. All right. Make your
What
second
attack?
attack as your attack strikes and hits him in the knee.
I love it. Yes. All right.
Ow.
We are going to
Odd
do
Bandicoot.
some damage.
Inside
And then we're
bonus.
going to do
Nice.
what?
No, Odd Bandicoot has just reclaimed inside bonus. Insight.
Fabulous. And we are going to do an extra. Hold on, sorry.
Mhm.
So that's 16 plus 8, a good 24 damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right. It's just like, yes, I helped out.
All right. Inside bonus. Strahd does not respond well to taunting. All right.
Oh.
Strahd is going to now take advantage of the fact that while he was being held against the wall, he was being grappled, not restrained, and will take his full actions on Ipselis and Argento.
Rude.
He starts on
Didn't get
Ipselis.
You have disadvantage on any attacks against me because of protection from equals good.
Very well. He will take that disadvantage into account as soon as I get this. There we go. I believe he rolls it. No, okay, no, I'll just put it there just in case. All right, here we go. That will hit.
Rude.
Dealing.
Ooh.
All right. So you do manage to maintain your concentration, but you take 17 points of damage. Reduce that by 4, please, because you are resistant thanks to Argento's ability.
Yay!
However,
All
you
right.
are now grappled.
I am.
He's
I'm
grappled and I have
grappled.
him grappled.
Pardon? Yeah.
So you have Ipsos grappled and I have Strahd grappled.
Yep, because that's not really impeding him that much.
Oh, okay.
Not when his enemies come into melee range.
Yeah.
Argento, you're next. That is a 22 to hit. Which is I should have done more damage to you, but that's fine. Just FYI 17, so reduce that by 4 damage. Argento, as you are hit.
Don't hang on. Before you do that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my ability, Convergent Future.
Okay, what does that do?
You can peer through possible futures and magically pull one of them into events around you, ensuring a particular outcome. When you or a creature you can see within 60 feet of you makes an attack roll, an ability check, or a saving throw, you can use your reaction to ignore the die roll and decide whether the number rolled is the minimum needed to succeed or one less than that number, your choice. So if it's something that Argento that Argento is.
So basically,
going to
he'll either
succeed
hit
through.
or he'll just hit. That won't help you. I think what it is,
No.
I think it's for saves, right?
No, you said you can make it one less than what it needs.
Oh, than what it needs. Oh, right. I see what you're saying. So basically, the attack would be 1 less. So
It says, I think
Yeah.
it says that I have to use it before the roll, though. So I was going to use it on the second thing.
well,
Yeah,
I've
dude.
still got 4 more attacks if you want to use it.
Oh,
And well, can I use my ethereal, my
Maybe not,
reaction? Since he just-
You may.
he's got 4
It
attacks,
has
so-
no effect. Well, it has an effect. You are incorporeal. Strahd gives
And
0
you can-
dams of this.
I'm just like.
All right.
I won't use it yet.
Argento and Vigag, Argento and Ipselis, you are both currently being grappled. So this is with the multi-attack.
He just has his each in one hand.
Basically he's just gone, and he's grabbed the both of you. He is now going to unleash the rest of his attacks. He is going to go for Ipselis.
You're rude.
Yeah, I know. Bite attack on Ipselis.
No, thank you.
You're welcome. All right,
Oh, no.
that is a hit, but you're lucky because he dropped a 20.
Ooh.
All right,
Thank God.
and that is
Oof.
all right. That is 21 damage. Because of the resistance, we reduce that by 3. And Strahd will... Sorry. No, we're reducing that by 5. Sorry. Reduce it by 5. And then Strahd is going to heal.
No.
Oh,
There you go. There you go.
is Strahd still being affected by the thing that that was done to the spirit, where it couldn't heal for until the
It's
beginning
dead,
of?
so
Oh, yes. No, actually...
No, that was only until the start of my next turn.
Yeah,
We're
so
talking
that
about
one's...
skill.
Yeah, that one's already done. All right.
Yeah,
And
no.
with his final legendary action, he is going to bite Argento. That is a natural 1. Argento,
Yeah.
you manage to break free of his grapple, and as you do so, I'm going to give you a free attack of opportunity.
Right. Yeah, I'll see if I can hit him with my warhammer. Miss. Did I miss?
That will miss, unfortunately. But you do drop to the ground safely. All right. As Strahd drinks Ipselis's blood. Let's see. So I used 2 unarmed strikes, 2 bite attacks. I do still have 1 more because he had multi-attack. Do I want to do it again? No. I am going to rip out Ipselis's shadow.
Oh,
Ipselis.
is this something
Oh,
that
no.
is attached with possession?
No. It is not. Alright, Ipselis. He reaches down and rips out your shadow.
Wait.
Mm.
I am not casting a shadow because I am in the ethereal plane.
Is that true?
You are... Why would you not be casting one in the ethereal plane?
Well, he can pull it out from the ethereal plane, but
Oh,
get the
yeah, yeah.
shadow
Well,
from
I mean,
the
it's
ethereal
already an incorporeal thing, like a shadow is. Yeah. No,
Fine.
I don't think... I think it's fine. I think he's gonna...
I hate all of you.
Yeah. Well, you
I'm
you
just
can
gonna-
you can hate all of us without a shadow. All right. So as
Regular.
as Strahd rips out your shadow, the sound of a church bell ringing starts to echo around. Also, sorry, just to address a conversation I'm having with Argento. No, that's fine. He is not healing from his fast healing due to the fact that he is taking radiant damage. However, when he bites into people, he does still heal the amount equal to the necrotic damage he dealt.
Yeah.
So that is still a thing. Okay, so as we then pan away from this this brutal fight scene, we move to another area of Strahd's castle. All right. Somewhere deep below Strahd's castle, a figure continues to move silently. You see blood dripping from a keen-edged blade. As what looks to be hoofs married into these almost like stiletto-like like high heels, stepping in a pool of blood. A woman in a white dress stands over the blood-drenched body of Cyrus Bellevue.
Oh no.
And that is where we're going to end today's session.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. All right.
So
Now,
it's
keeping in
just
mind,
sitting
I'm gonna keep the prediction up and around. We haven't finished that prediction. No, we haven't finished it because the fight's still going. So we're still keeping that prediction up. The question is who is gonna be the first to die? So we're gonna check this. This is gonna be a whole thing.
This is
Oh,
when I'm very
gosh.
happy that I put Death Ward on Reinhardt, because that lasts for 8 hours and it doesn't need
Sure,
concentration.
that's true. Reinhardt. Okay, so in that final scene, Reinhardt and Irina are nowhere to be seen. So just an FYI.
No.
It is just Cyrus, unfortunately. But we'll come to what happened and why and who this mysterious woman in white that we've seen a few times happens to be next time when we return. Meanwhile, thank you so much, everyone, for coming and joining us. Thank you to, of course, our wonderful players. Thank you to, of course, our lovely friend Kyle, who we're going to bid farewell to. I'm going to switch us over to our other screen here, just super quick. Yes, was there a thing? Yeah.
Yeah. Before Kagos, do you want me to show him now or wait until?
Yeah,
next
go
time?
on. I think
No,
this
wait,
is.
I can wait.
No, this is super impressive. I'd love for you to show it.
Okay, so apparently the French Quarter is just an amazing place to get prop skulls, and I found a specific one just a block or two from where I am.
Oh,
Oh, that's cool.
that's amazing.
So it's not the biggest one. The biggest one cost a lot, but now I have a prop skull of Arkenvost.
I love it.
Awesome.
That's so cool.
Now we have a Murray and an Argonauts. I thought
It
it
is
was
so
that
cool.
you were like foreshadowing my death.
No, she
there.
alas, poor
You-
Argento.
Argento's head. It's Argento's head.
Oh, also, actually, you know what?
Excited.
You know what? Just remembering something just before I switch screen real quick and say bye to Kyle. Also, Esther managed to kill Blue Murray.
What?
Wait, what?
Yeah, because remember that big screen?
Oh!
Oh!
Yeah, Blue Murray's gone. But that's a whole other thing.
Yeah!
Oh man.
All right.
Finally.
We'll talk about that in a minute. All right, bye, Kyle.
God.
Yeah! Bye,
All
girl.
right. Okay, guys. So, thank you very much, everyone, for coming and joining us today. I hope you had an amazing time. I know I did. Guys, I want to give a special shout out and thank you to everyone who has been donating in chat. A super, super special thank you to, of course, our wonderful contributors who helped us get to the $1,500 goal, which meant, of course, our players got to actually be level 14 for this fight. I reckon if they were 5 levels lower, this would be a very different scenario. Not that much different, but definitely a lot different. So thank you to everyone who helped us out with that. And of course, we had some major contributors there. You know who you are, and you know how dear it is that that is what happened. He dies with a whimper, but not a bang. Yeah, it's very true. Blue Murray did die with a bit of a whimper. But there is more stuff to that, Murray, so we'll come back to that at some point, hopefully. In the meantime, however, guys, in case you didn't know, all proceeds are for the funds for the time being are going towards getting me a new computer because this one is kind of on its way out. And I want to thank everyone for helping us achieve our halfway goal within a week, which is phenomenal. Now, in addition, guys, I will be playing tomorrow on the Split the Party TV thing at 8 a.m. Australian Western Standard Time or 8 p.m. Eastern Standard US Time on Split the Party TV. We're going to be playing Red Dragon Inn, just chilling out, having a good time. So if you want to check us out, then please go and hang out because it is a lot of fun, and we're just going to be talking about D&D and just chilling out. And then we will be back on Friday for Ruby Phoenix. And no Sirens and Silver on Friday, but and no Strange Aeons on Saturday. It's going to be a pretty cruisy weekend. I might do a fun stream on Saturday, maybe a world build or something like that. Something fun. We'll do something fun on Saturday. I'll tell you what, we'll hang out. We'll do things. I'll call you. We'll do lunch. Okay. Guys, thank you so much for playing with me. Who are we going to go and raid? Yes, Split the Party TV. They are a group of wonderful Australians from over east. Dear friends of ours who helped with Jasper's game day. Highly recommend them. Oh wait, no, tomorrow we'll also be doing a review of the second part of our marathon gaming. That's what we're doing. So yeah, we're going to be reviewing Rob's game, breaking down some of the cool techniques that he used, finding out finding out not just the cool techniques he used, but how we can use them in our games to make ourselves better players as well. So yeah, do stay tuned for that. In the meantime, we are going to go and raid. Let's see. Let's raid Mindari. Mindari is a wonderful and amazing streamer. We love her very dearly. She is doing some world building and some cool stuff, and we got some really cool projects happening in the near future as well. So do send all the love, do send all the regards, hang out, do the cool things, and till we meet again, guys, as always, from me to you, game hard or die trying. Bye, everyone!